Okay, welcome back everybody for another episode of Ultimate General Civil War. Today we're going to be playing Hall's Ferry Road. It is time to counterattack on our western front and regain control of the Mississippi River. The loss of Vicksburg in 1863 has split the Confederacy in two, cutting off the states of Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas from the rest of our states. Recapture of the city will not only restore our honor, but, most importantly, will also reestablish our communications with the Trans-Mississippi Department. This will give us access to valuable resources and supplies from the West that will aid us for our final strike at the federal capital. A part of our forces has been sent north to make the Federals believe that we will attack at Jackson and Graveyard Roads. Our plan, however, is to attack at Hall's Ferry Road to the south. It is a well-defended position, and it is going to be a tough and bloody task. But if we break through and secure Hall's Ferry Road, then the Federals will be forced to abandon Vicksburg. Alright, so I did this off screen, but I created a fourth corps. We've got Robert E. Lee leading it. This is kind of a funny corps because I went ahead and maxed out all of the infantry brigades. They all have 6,000 men in them. I've got my skirmishers with revolving rifles. This is a little artillery heavy. I traded one cavalry unit for one artillery unit because I'm going to bring this to our final battle at Washington, and I wanted a little bit more artillery because I think there's going to be a lot of fortifications there, and we want the artillery to be able to break through. And accordingly, I gave all the artillery the horse artillery perk so that they can keep up with the infantry and be really close support. And so we're going to use Hall's Ferry Road and the other minor battle to get this fourth corps some experience before the Battle of Washington. And then I think we'll use our second and third corps to back them up. So let me put the third corps in here. And we've got 142,000 men against 36,000. So let's see what happens. General, the Hall's Ferry Road is defended by the strong salient work redoubt at the right of the road, and a fortified hill at the left. The Federals have also constructed a second, smaller redoubt to support salient work from the west. You will lead two of your corps to breach their defenses and secure the road. During the night, our engineers inspected the abandoned trenches from the Federal attack of 1863, and they assure us that some of them can be used by your men to approach the enemy. Okay, I guess we just get right to it. There's no deployment phase. So as you can see, I've got these massive infantry brigades of 6,000 men. Yeah, the skirmishers are maxed out at 1,000. What I really need though is the artillery. They gave me a lot of my infantry, but I want my artillery to help break through these positions. Let's see what I need to do. I need to hold all of them. Okay, so I've got 6 hours to capture all of them. Let's see how I want to do this. I might... I like the idea of attacking here and trying to get around this flank here. So I think I'll try my best to do that, and then I'll probably use the rest of my artillery to put some pressure over here. But yes, let's make this this side over here like the place where I'm putting in most of my forces. Let's put the shock troops in the back. Get everyone in position. And I'll get these guys in a spot to take over these earthwork fortifications. Let's move up here, and you, and you. Let's get the artillery moving forward. We got some more units here that can help over on this side. Well, let's take one and send them over here. And I'll have the artillery start deploying here and getting ready to open fire. Put my cavalry over here. I don't think they're going to be super helpful here, but fortunately these also aren't large brigades at all. Okay, looks like they have opened up. Let's get everyone firing on this brigade, and then we'll get in there. And all of these artillery units are either Napoleons or 3-inch ordnance. Okay, I think they're firing shots, so I want to move them a little closer. And I'm going to have Cutler move up and engage. Hicks, we're going to move over. Lane, we're going to move to here. Young, we're going to move right there. Looks like we've already done some decent morale damage. We've dropped them to eager. Let's see how we're doing here. Let's go ahead and not Macintosh, but Wraith, you can move up. Let's get you in the earthworks. And same for you. And Hicks is drawing fire. He's too close. I'm gonna get all these guys into position. We're gonna bring Hicks back a little bit. And let's move up Hollabach. Run into position. We're gonna move our shock troops up a little bit just so that they're ready. We're gonna run them into position. We're gonna try to get into the woods over here and get some cover. Alright, they're wavering over here, and now they're routing. We're going to keep Olivok advancing. Let's have Cutler come up. Iverson can come forward. And I'm going to bring up some of our artillery pieces. Okay, there we go. We are breaking through over here. Let's go ahead and have all of the artillery advance. I want to get Olivok in a position here to fire on these guys. They're routing here. Let's go ahead and get this artillery moved up a little bit. Let's see about getting Weeks around here. Cutler, keep advancing here. I think you have done a good job here. My skirmishers have not been involved so far. Would love to change that. How many men did Hicks lose? I think I had like, yeah, I had 16 guns, so I lost about 3. It's not as bad as I thought it was. I thought the losses were much more serious. Yeah, let's get the other shock troops up here. Let's move Appler up and Young. I'm gonna move Hicks forward, I'm gonna move Lane forward, and I want to hit Lawler and break him and get him out of the fortifications here. We're gonna advance here and here. Wraith is doing really well. Okay, Lawler is wavering. I want Weeks to run in. Let's have Morris come over here. Poke. Come up here. Let's keep the artillery advancing. Let's move Hicks to over here, Lane here. Cutler, you need to advance so I can keep the artillery moving up. Where is Lee? Let's get him up here. And how we're doing over here? Pretty well, all things considered. But I don't wanna push on this position too hard. I'm fairly happy with where we're at. So I think I'm gonna move the artillery around to help on this flank some more. And I would like to get my shock troops in there, but also there's so many units around that I just don't want them getting shot by like 4 units at the same time. Yeah, so I'm going to set up the artillery over here to take on McGinnis. Let's move Smith up. Smith, or possibly Smythe. I'll just say Smith. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Make sure the supply wagon is keeping up. Alright, there we go. McGinnis is routing. Let's bring McCord over here. Everyone here, advance. And let's get the shock troops moving over here. Let's keep moving. Let's see what our losses are at. Only 2%, not too bad. Let's get into the forest cover. Are they gonna fire? Yes, looks like they did. Now let's see if I can't get across over here. Move Young here, Appler here. Okay, so I think we're well on our way to capturing, I thought it was salient work. It's actually Hall's Ferry Road, and I think next we're going to go up to the west redoubt, and then circle over and capture salient work. Okay, none of my artillery's been left behind, which is good. Let's see if we can't eject, what is this guy's name? Matthews? Get Matthews out of there. I'm gonna have Weeks run into this position here. And same with Smith. Excellent. They are routing, so let's bring up the artillery. Bring you up. McCord, let's have watch the flank over here. Bring up the shock troops. Appler. Let's move Young forward. Keep advancing here. Let's advance here as well. I'm gonna move Hicks way up as well as Lane. Move Shaver forward. Let's keep moving Lee forward. I think I gave Lee the experience buff in that His aura, his command aura, will give extra experience, so I need to make sure I'm keeping him with the troops and getting them that experience. Let's keep moving the shock troops. Go ahead and open fire on these guys. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and keep trying to bring the shock troops around the flank and try to sweep them this way while my fire brigades take up, I don't know, more of like a straight on firing position. Head on, maybe. Looks like our reinforcements are here. I don't think I really need them. I kind of don't want them losing soldiers, but if they have any artillery, I think I will move the artillery up. So all these guys I'll just put off to the side. I'll let Weeks keep working his way around along with Smith, and I thought I sent another shock brigade this way. Morris, here we go. And let's move the artillery to crack the fortifications over here. Wagner has unfortunately taken a ton of losses. So let's get Cutler into this cover here. Let's have Crocker start working his way over here. Maybe, yeah, I think maybe that's how we do it, is we put Alabak here and then let Crocker get shots on over here. Looks like we received some artillery, so I'm gonna put them over here just to start laying down the hurt on this fortification. what if we just charge into these skirmishers? Then what? Let's move all of the artillery forward as much as we can. What are these skirmishers? Spencers? I love that. Yeah, we'll take all these Spencers, absolutely. Let's see if I got more artillery over here. No, just those two still. And let's start bringing these guys across. Send Iverson over. Looks like we're taking some losses here. Go ahead and charge. Let's keep all these guys moving up, doing what they're supposed to. Yeah, let's pull back. Looks like these guys are tougher than what we expected. I'm gonna dismount. Where is my other cavalry? Oh, I've got them so far back. Let's turn and shoot Bieber, whatever this guy's name is. Let's mount up and then go after them. I didn't expect them to countercharge. Move Hubbard over and Wagner a little bit. Okay, that was good. Keep going. Fire again. Actually, let's put the artillery over here. Hopefully where it's not getting blasted. Hold your ground. Where's Lee? No need to run. Let's bring Morris forward. I think progress has slowed a lot because now we're starting to get into these woods that are really thick. I think it's hindering our progress. I'm gonna send Williams forward again. Let's just open fire with the revolvers a little bit, and then we'll charge in. Okay, let's go. Let's pull up any other artillery. Let's have you guys dismount. Yeah, let's have our artillery come across the river. I didn't realize how far back they were. Let's send Crocker around. Let's check on the supply wagon. Okay, so King is good. What is he? Blakely's. Liddell. Liddell needs to be a little closer. So I'm going to bring him forward. Let's bring Morris around. Okay, we've got the west redoubt. Redoubt. Okay, we're pushing the artillery out here. And yeah, we'll move our other supply wagon up to keep them good. Let's go ahead and mount up here, and then yeah, we'll drive them across the river over here and put them in a pickle. No, don't shoot the supplies. That's not helpful. Let's hold fire and advance. You hold fire as well. Let's capture the supplies. And let's start getting everyone ready to push across here. Okay, that's one. Let's get these supplies, and then... Oh, Cutler, you don't have to run, you're fine. Gonna see if I can get Hovey all the way over here and into position. Move up these men. Randall is Napoleon's. Put him over here. I'll just put him over here. Get a shot on. Dismount. Okay. I think now we start sending some men up. Okay, Miller's up there. I'm gonna move McCord up. Let's move McIntosh and Wraith. keep the fire on Sanborn. And let's have these men hold. Let's charge them. Okay, they've surrendered. Let's unload on them with our revolvers a little more. And you hold fire, hold fire. And let's go into melee. Okay. Run into position here. Keep moving up. Well, I need to keep Lee with these units. Increase their experience gain, ideally. Let's charge, try to finish breaking this unit. Okay, good. We're good there. Oh, we had someone surrender. Oh, cool. Some artillery. Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, let's get across this river. Let's move you out, because I can't tell if you're getting shot. Okay, Miller is just taking incredible losses. I want him pulled out. And I want Hoke up here. Get your one volley off and then get out of there. Okay. Okay, we got another artillery piece. Let's move up this artillery over here. Oops. Still waiting on Morris to get up this hill. Okay. Miller is exhausted, but he did a lot of work. I don't want you to charge. I just want you to walk. I just want everyone walking up. I feel like the march, especially up on this side of the hill, has just been so painfully slow. I'm gonna move Hovey down a little bit in hopes that Hovey won't get flanked over here. And wow, I totally didn't know about this unit. Let's bring them up. Maybe they can get involved. Let's pull our for carbine cavalry back. And we'll move the artillery up a smidge. Okay, after this volley, we're just going to charge these guys. There we go. And I'm going to send Crocker this way. Of course there are units over here. Cool, free units, we'll take them. Maybe he's coming to recapture Sands? I was like, I don't know why he's making a beeline over here. Looks like there's probably some artillery situated over in here. Yeah, I think we're gonna... I might fall back from this position just because I have very little, if any, artillery support at the moment. And there do seem to be a fair number of units in there. So Let's just fall back. Let's just fall back from this position. Let's have you fall back. And we'll keep putting the pressure on here. Oops, not sand. I want Shaver up here. And Lane and Hicks. I think we should not be pushing into this position yet, just due to the lack of artillery to help with the damaging their morale. So yeah, let's just keep falling back. Let's keep falling back. I'm gonna move Lee around here. Okay, I'm gonna move Hovey up here. We're gonna fall back a bit here. Let's move Morris over here. Weeks here. Smith to here. But I think I'll have this in about 9 minutes. I'd love to inflict some more damage, but this is a tough position, and I don't have the artillery. The artillery is exhausted. They've been really useful, but I've been using them since down here. They've just been marching up, and they're exhausted from all that. Not to mention the infantry is just, it's very tired, it's tired. They're not fighting at their most effective. Yeah, let's move Hubbard up, Wagner, Appler, Shaver, Lane, Hicks. Cool. There we go. Yeah, so casualties were really high. 8,000 to 19,000. I mean, a lot of that is it's tough fighting into these defensive positions, and then the other part of it is I just have so many men, I'm just kind of throwing them. I'm throwing them all at the problem, hoping that they'll fix it. Captured a lot of really good 1863s, captured a good number of carbines. The 12 pounders and the 6 pounders are really meh, but we've got captured a lot of the 20 pounders and the 14 pounder James, so even some Spencer rifles. So that was pretty good as far as capturing weapons goes. And I'm going to go ahead and put a point into economy because I'm going to buy a bunch of weapons. I'm going to buy a bunch of weapons before the Battle of Washington. And I want them to be as cheap as possible so I can buy as many as possible. And I think I brought the third. Yeah, pretty sure I brought the third core in there. Let's check on these guys. I mean, if I just throw a bunch of rookies in here, it doesn't hurt their stats all that much, so I might just do that. I know, who was it? Well, it's probably my my medicine gave me a bunch of units back, but I know somebody got really messed up in that last battle. I think it was Miller. Miller got really messed up. Yeah. But the medicine difference is huge, right? Because we were at 1150 losses, and now we're like 27. So medicine was really good there. Just throw these guys into the fight and then get a bunch back. With that being said, I'm going to bring them all back up to 6,000.
Yes, sir.
We have some veterans, so I'm going to see how many we can add in here for artillery. I know Hicks took some pretty bad losses in the beginning.
Yes, sir. Form line.
I'm just kind of looking at the efficiency and how these low kernels are still really hurt by it. Williams did a good job.
Yes, sir.
Parrott barely participated, but thank you. Same with Hoke. Marshall did really well. Looks like 550 is kind of our magic number here.
Sir, yes, sir.
17 with Hubbard. And let's go 16 with Wagner. And I used probably a little over 1,000 veterans, I think. I wasn't keeping real close tabs on that number, but I know it was 5,000 something. So we still got 4,000 in the pool. We'll generate some more after this battle. after this next battle at Hardin Pike, and then we'll, after Hardin Pike, it's Washington. So we'll go ahead and stop there. Next time, Hardin Pike. Thanks everybody for watching. As always, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. All these things help me out, and I love knowing that you guys are showing some support. So thank you all, everybody. Thank you all, and thank you, everybody. We'll see you in the next video.